Australia First is a registered political party in New South Wales and a soon-to-be registered Australian federal party. The aim of Australia First as a nationalist party is to protect, to defend and extend the vision and the program of Australia's identity, independence and for freedom. It's important to come to Australia First to get the facts about our party and about Australian nationalism, because if you go to the Australian media for the facts, the Australian media being a type of unofficial propaganda ministry for the Australian state, all you will get is a distorted picture of Australia First and Australian nationalism. So, let's get some facts. Australia First Party has a simple 8 core policies program. These 8 core policies are not expressed in the usual large book-like programs of the major political parties. The logic behind the 8 core policies, the way in which those policies are expressed and otherwise reflected in the activism of Australia First Party may change or evolve over time. But first, let's see what the policies are. Policy 1. Ensure Australia retains full independence. Policy 2. Rebuild Australia's manufacturing. Policy 3. Control foreign investment. Policy 4. Reduce and limit immigration. Policy 5, abolish multiculturalism. Policy 6, introduce citizens-initiated referendum. Policy 7, strengthen the family. Policy 8, rebuild a united Australia. And of course, there is an implicit 9th policy in Australia First, implicit in the very name of Australia First. Any matter that arises in Australia's national politics or discourse that requires a stand by Australia First will receive an answer from Australia First based upon the solid principle of putting Australia first. Australia First has a 3-tier method of political struggle. First, rather obvious, Australia First will contest elections, federal polls, state polls and local government elections. In the case of the latter, we're looking to render national politics local and to build our support directly amongst Australians. Point 2, Australia First is a street and community level movement. That means that Australia First engages in demonstrations and will otherwise be seen publicly by Australians. It also means that we will be active wherever Australians are, at school, at university, at factory level, members of community or other associations and groups. The third method of Australia First's activism is a composite, ideological and cultural struggle. We mean by that simply this: Australia First wishes to put up a new set of ideas and principles to challenge the dominant, liberal, open borders, globalising ideas and principles. It also means that Australia First will protect and defend all expressions of the Australian native European cultural heritage. This method of 3-tier struggle has been used in Australia before. It was originally the method of the once great and long since gone Australian Labor Party over a century ago, and it is the method today of the somewhat misnamed Australian Greens. Right now, Australia First is reorganising itself throughout Australia and integrating into its ranks patriotic people drawn from previous organisations that have attempted to express, in their own ways, Australian nationalist or patriotic principles. Right at this moment, Australia First, in the campaign to register as a political party federally, invites your membership.